Hello everyone and welcome. This is Theresa, Crafty Grams, and I am here with the ingredients for another Theresa Tries It Folio. This one is by, Back to the Source. I don't know why that was so hard for me to say. Back to the Source. This one is called Royal Folio, and it is this lovely burgundy color and beiges. I have cut out all the pieces. I have yet to I haven't inked or rounded any corners or anything like that yet. So, but I wanted you to see the pieces before I get too much further in the process. And the lovely, lovely colors, I hope they can be appreciated through the screen. So what I will do is take a moment, well for y'all it'll be like a nanosecond, and get the edges inked and probably some double-sided tape to the base pieces, I guess. Right. So before I go do all that, let me just say that this is the second Theresa Tries It video I have tried. The first one I made way too complicated, or the last one I made entirely too complicated for myself, and it became just a huge mess and a disaster. And I've decided that moving forward, the way to do these Theresa Tries It is to actually try it the way the creator presents it. Yeah, so yeah, you know, word to the wise from the unwise. There's a reason behind doing the steps the way the creator of the folio or project or whatever presents it. It's because in the end it makes way much more sense than trying to fly off on your own tangent. I mean, if I could do that, I'd probably be creating my own kits and things. So, be right back. Right, I am back. I did not do any, double-sided tape, but I did ink and score, and I did some roughing up, which I really like the look of. It's you just take the edge of a scissor along the edge of the paper, and it's a great way to hide all the fussy cutting inconsistencies, and it also the inking the edges takes the ink beautifully. So the next thing I have to do is figure out what goes where. Okay, I think I have all of the base pieces right here. So this is cover 1B and 1A. So I think glue both sides. So yeah, glue. We are going to glue them together. Yep. Well, there's ink in there, but that's okay. It's fine. It's just fine. So what do I want to use to glue it with? Maybe I should use some double-sided tape and glue stick. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'll put the double-sided tape right at the edges, and then glue stick in the middle, and that should give it really good hold. I really don't want this to come apart. Really, really don't. This kit has, I noticed while I was doing the inking, and I don't know why I didn't notice it when I was doing the cutting, but has a lot of ephemera, which is, don't get me wrong, which is a good problem to have, but it doesn't have a lot of pockets, or it doesn't have as many pockets and tuck spots and things of that nature to hold all of the ephemera, and it doesn't give a lot of detailed instructions on whether it is ephemera or not. So we'll just sort of wing it. At first I thought, oh, I must have printed some pages twice, but I haven't. Excuse me, but yeah, we'll figure out as we go what to do with all of the bits. Okay, so that's that. And now the glue stick. I have to remind myself not to be so heavy-handed with this glue. It is not nearly as stiff, I guess, as the glue stick I'm used to. So, right, there we go. And since I have scored it rather well, I'm not concerned with how it folds. Like the top and the bottom are not aligned at all, but I will see what the rest of it looks like, because that's really distressing. I'm gonna have to cut that. I can't not. It's just too much. But the bottom of it is lined up perfectly, so, you know, cutting is an imperfect art for me. Even when I use, you know, a cutting, that thing, you know, cutting, you know, a paper cutter, like, you know, yeah, one of them. And I am also going to ink in here in case any of this shows. Let me get my ink. I used gathered twigs on this, and I think it matched really beautifully with the burgundy color. But I want to get it done really well in there, which I have done here, but for some reason I neglected to do so in this piece. So I will do that now. Right, that will have to do for now. Okay, so that's that. And we put it like this. Place it like so. And this piece is the middle piece that it will attach to, like so. Okay. Oh, and then we have to put together this top pocket, which I thought this was very nice. She included a little attached flap so that when you cut the thumb notch out, there's pattern paper the same as the front of it there. I don't know, I just thought it was a nice touch. Right, so let me assemble this first. I'll just glue this down because I know what to do with that. Even though it's not on the, it's just in this little diagram what to do here with this bit. But right, and like that. So then these two are to make it a gusseted pocket. Ugh, I made a mess. On myself, thankfully, not on the pocket. Okay, and again, I've got a white strip showing there, the folding strip, so I will ink that. And okay, that attaches to this middle piece here and flaps down. All right, okay, so that goes there, and that goes there. Sorry, I don't know if I can get everything all on the shot. Let's move this up a bit, hey, shall we? That's kind of smarter. Right, so that, and that, and that. And then this piece gets glued on itself. We'll refold that a little bit. And that didn't work at all. Try again. Try again. I mean, a little better, but right. Pretty heavy there. That's okay. Good, good, good. Excuse me. And I'll do this the same with the double-sided, and then the glue stick on top of it. Oh wow, made a mess on that piece of tape. Oops. Obviously my fingers are inky, very, very inky. All right, glue stick. See if I can correct it along this fold line here. Nope, nope, nope. Okay, that's where the glue stick helps a little bit. The double-sided tape doesn't grab quite as quickly, but this is being quite fiddly right here. And it's just gonna have to be what it is now, because 'tis done. The deed is done now. Okay, so that, wait, which way does it go? Which way does it go? It goes this way. It goes this way on here. And then I need to attach this down here. Yeah. So let's start putting some double-sided tape on flaps. Oh, well, let me glue this one shut first. Hey, let's do that. Since this is a pocket, I'm just going to glue the side and the bottom. And this is the attachment flap. It does not get glued inside. Right. Okay. Okay. So I need tape here. I'll put 2 pieces since I don't have any that's as wide as that. Ugh, I'm having a hard time. I'm fighting with it. Okay, let me do this one first because it's the one I have ready. It goes to the back of this. Okay. Make sure it has room here to fold around the. Let me wipe my hands off this. Been all over everything. Okay. Yeah, so when you stick these flaps on, you want to make sure they have room to fold around the crease so that they're not making it harder to fold, if that makes any sense at all. Okay, I think that's better. Sheesh. All right. Oh, my head's not getting in here. My thick noggin. That just works better for me for some reason, rather than trying to hold all the other moving parts. So now we'll do this one the same way. When will I learn? Right. Okay, so far so good. One more to go. This has to flap down in here like so. Okay. That looks pretty good. Did it again. Moved it all around. See there? I got the spatula before I started. Okay. Let's see. Lovely. Now I have to put the back on. Here's the back. Oh. I guess it goes that way. No. Goes this way? Yeah. Yeah, because these, I know it's very hard to see, but they're little fleur-de-lis patterned corners. So that is how it must go on. Right. Yeah, okay, I should have put some glue paper down, but you know what? It's okay. It's fine. And I don't want to put the double-sided tape on this because it's going to be so difficult to get all edges lined up on this one. And once I put it down with a glue stick, I can very easily come along and shoot some of my art glitter glue compound in there along the edges. Wow, well, that went on much easier. See, nope, I lied. This is not covered well at all up here. There we go. I think that's much better. A little better. It's better. Let me squash that down really well. Gather up my tapey bits. Okay, trash. I have to empty out my trash. Okay, so let's see what we've got. It goes this way, this way. Lovely. That rather bothers me. Let's see what I can do. See if that helps any. All of these sponge crumbs are really aggravating me because this is the first time I've used this color ink. So this is a brand new dauber sponge, and that's how it's going to treat me. I just think that's rubbish. Trash. Garbage. Horrible way to treat another human being. I don't know what the trick is to buying dauber sponges, but any of you have insider knowledge, please do share. Okay, so that's what we have. on the outside. And on the flip side, looks just like this. And so now, on to page 2. And we have some decorating on the inside to do. So let's see. 2 pockets here. One of them is gusseted and one is not. It's the burgundy one with the R, or the crown on it, right? Yeah, I mean, it's hard to see from any angle, but there it is. And then this one to make this. So that one has the R on it. I have all the things separated out over here by pocket, ticket tag, and journal card. Oh, that's the envelope. It doesn't say anything to do with the envelope, but there's the envelope. So let me find that. There it is. Right, they go there, like so. So I think I'm going to glue one to the other and then both of them down. Actually, I think I want to glue this a little bit lower because I want the crown to be more, I don't know. I don't want it to be right on top of that there. So I will glue this. This gusseted pocket onto this. And I should not have put that glue so low on there. I mean, I guess it won't matter once I get it onto the page, but yeah, I like that. Right. Okay, now more glue. Oh gosh, just wiggled it all over the place. I just have to hope I didn't glue it closed. Right, okay, so that's that one. Something goes inside of here, I think. Is that correct? Well, it shows this and this. Okay, let's see. So this goes here. Okay. I don't know if it's supposed to be a pocket or not, but I'm going to make it a pocket. And it shows this. Oh, it goes down here. Okay. So is this one? This is this one. It goes here. Okay, 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 okay. I am going to glue this in as a pocket or side tuck or whatever. I'm just going to glue the sides and the bottom. Like so. Like so. I sort of tried to line the little patterned corners up with each other, so I think that was the point of that. And then this seems like it's just going to fit inside the burgundy colored frame, like that. Okay. There we go. Okay. And that's that. Right, so we have this envelope they came with. So I will go ahead and glue that, envelope it up, so to speak. Not in the middle because we don't want to glue it closed. That is not the point of an envelope. All right, and I'm not going to close that at all. I will, I think, be putting that in one of the pockets with maybe something else inside of it. Some of the other ephemera bits. Because there's so much, like there's this whole other pocket. And there's this whole other pocket. There's these two pockets, and it doesn't, I mean, unless there was a third page that I missed printing, but I do not think so. Let's see. I don't, this would, it doesn't match exactly any of the other, and it's too wide for there. I guess I could put it on the back because it does fit there. Do we want a pocket on the back of our folio? Can we do that? Is there a rule against that? All right, we're doing it. Because that's the only other place I can think of to put it. Or that's the only other place that it fits, actually. Okay. Okay. And then these are quite narrow pockets, but too wide for that. That's already got two. That would look strange, I think. I do like the idea of that one piled on top of that one, but where to affix them is the question. I wish that would fit inside there, but it won't. It will not. It will fit there, but I think it sort of blends in too much. Here it at least contrasts with the pocket itself. I don't know what to do with them. Or that. So you three shall await my decision. That sounded dramatic, didn't it? Let's see what I can find to fit in the envelope. That might fit, might be too tall. It just fits nicely. Lovely. Let's see, there's a postcard. Yeah, that's too big for that. Postcard could go there. Since there's so much ephemera, I am going to stack it in there. And then these are not easy to put in here. but I really want them to go in there. Yes. Okay, so it kind of messes up the aesthetic of the pocket there, but that's okay. I like it. I like it that way. I mean, I guess I could do that in there, but I don't want to. I want this over here. And there's really nothing narrow enough. Wait a minute. Let me not tell lies. Let me not tell lies. That fits, but it's not long enough, but that's okay. There's a lot of tickets. I wonder if they were supposed to be backers. That's a possibility. Let's see, where are all the tickets? Well, I mean tags. Tickets, these are tickets, these are tags. I thought at first that I printed off 2 of something. I think I said that already, but I did not. So let's see. I mean, no, they don't really look like background paper, except for that one. But, I mean, they're just tags, woman. They're just tags. It's not that serious. And lots of these tickets. Oh, sorry. Sorry about that. Okay, so that's the only thing besides this sweet little journal folder that's narrow enough to fit in there. And then there are all of these. And I've backed these up. I haven't distressed them or anything yet because I thought there's quite a lot of them. There's 3, well, there are actually 6 this size and 4 this size. And now seeing that these are mirrors, I wonder if they were supposed to be in booklet form. See, none of these fit in these wee pockets. And then there's these. No clue what these are. I beat that one up pretty good. Nope, this is supposed to go this way, so the crown will be the right way up. But where does it go? Where does that wee thing go? I'm quite confused. Quite confused. Why is there only one of that? So many questions. I believe that was supposed to be a wee booklet. And I can still do that. All is not lost. Okay. So I'm deep in thought here. I'm sure you can tell, because I have really no clue what to do with all of this lovely ephemera. So much journal space. I really don't want to waste it. And I would love to find a use for these, or a place for them. Is that too much? No, that's too close to the top. Things that make you go, Things that make you go, I mean, I could put that just because it's really cute. Which I believe I will, just because it's really cute. I mean, it's possible it's supposed to be a tuck spot, but it's not going to be on this one. Okay. Right, I am going to do that. Again, glue this to this first. Oh well. And then this. I had another idea. Watch out. They just coming on. What if these were supposed to be used in here, because that matches that? Yeah. Right, I'm doing that. Like so. Okay. Those are too big for that. It's too tall for that. Yeah, I believe I'm going to do that too. But I'm only going to glue it down here. I don't really know why. It's just, I don't know. I have no explanation for that, but that's what I feel like I want to do. And maybe it would be big enough to hold a tag or something. Are these, whatever these are, tickets? That's not half bad. Right. And then I'll figure out how to make that back into the booklet that I believe it's supposed to be. I shall work on that. I may just do a fabric hinge on it. We'll see how that works. And these two, don't know what to do with those two. I mean, I suppose just put them back in here. I haven't found a better use for them. This is getting to be a right chunky little thing. So, I may have to think up a closure idea for it. But I absolutely love those colors. And yeah, I see I'm gonna have to put some sturdier gluage down there. Put the back on it. Yeah. But I think I like it. I'm gonna do this and then I'm going to put some clamps on it. And leave it alone for a while. Leave it alone for a while. And let it all dry before I play with it some more. Right. So, sorry about that. I'm sure that was all up in your shot, but that's what I did. I glued that and clamped it, and yeah, so we'll see. I will give you an update on it when I figure out what the rest of its life's going to be like. So, once again, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.